Okay, so I will be the first to admit, anybody watching that probably cringed. I don't know. Maybe I did it right. Maybe I didn't. I don't know what I'm doing. Good morning from the ridge. So, seems to be an ongoing story of rain. Pretty much all day yesterday, nothing but rain. So, I know pretty much everywhere is getting kind of crazy weather, and it's just insane. I came out yesterday, obviously I had to keep an eye on the chicks and checking on the chickens, making sure I was still keeping them fed, and it was just rivers of water everywhere. Chickens are looking pretty happy this morning. They were looking pretty rough yesterday. I'd opened the door for them and let them get out. I wasn't sure if they were really gonna go out during the rain or not, and I think every time I come down here, there was at least a few that were out getting their bath time, I guess. So thought I'd come down. I needed to water all the seedlings. I haven't had anything pop on that yet. Oh, it made me a liar. Look, I just talk crap about it and it starts working. Here we go. First little, this would be part of the sweet salad mix. So that's super exciting. One little sprout out of all these hundreds, but nonetheless. Oh, wait a minute. We got a broccoli sprout coming up right there. That's exciting. I'm gonna have to call Mama here. Let her know we got a couple sprouts. Definitely got to get the potatoes planted today. I think that's what I'm going to work on this morning. I want to work on the rest of the tiny house, but everything's so stinking wet and heavy and slippery, and not seeing any cucumber come up there yet, but that's pretty wild. 2 sprouts just like overnight, because there was nothing the last several days. Oh, what I originally came in here for was check on those little guys. So we ended up with 14 out of the 24. Got looking at it, and sure enough, there's 4 of these are the roosters. Okay, so 14 made it. 4 are roosters, so that leaves 10 hens here, and then, oh, that's what I was thinking, because I was like, wait a minute, I thought we had 11 hens. So out of the other 4, and they're getting pretty big, I'll go in and check them in a second. Looks like 3 of those are probably going to be roosters, so yeah, we're way over on roosters, but yeah, it's kind of where I'm at for today. It's one of those, like, unfortunately, because of all the rain, like, it's hard to do anything outside. Today's a day that Jake he's doing a 12-hour race, and it started yesterday evening, so he's got all pretty good part of today that he's got to, and then he's got to sleep. So I think I'm gonna kind of ride solo on some projects today. I don't know. I wanted to get the roof on the addition, but I don't know. I'm gonna get these potatoes planted first. That's a pretty important thing we need to get done, and I gotta mix up. We got some topsoil and some peat moss that we're going to mix up and put on top, and then go through. And this stuff is pretty hard yet. I think I'm gonna try to find like the little hoe over here and chop that soil up some, and then add this other mixture to it, and get probably a couple rows of potatoes planted. But let's go in here a minute. I did get, oh, look at there. Another one. So I'd already got one this morning when I first came out, one big one. So that makes 2 big ones for today. So we've been getting anywhere between, 7 to 9 eggs a day, which is good. Let me see if I can. These guys are doing really good. Like I said, I'm pretty sure, yeah, looking at it, 3 of these 4 are roosters. So gonna definitely have to do something about that. We don't know if we're gonna maybe throw them on marketplace and see if we get a couple bucks out of them for somebody that might need roosters, or if we'll just grow them out. Maybe we'll keep them in a separate area pen and we'll grow them out and they'll just be meat birds. Nothing wrong with that. That's part of why we're doing this, is get some good fried chicken. So yeah, I'll guess I'll take you along, get some potatoes planted. So all right, stick around. Okay, so I will be the first to admit, anybody watching that probably cringed. I don't know, maybe I did it right, maybe I didn't. I don't know what I'm doing. Mama said take the topsoil and take the peat moss, and I chopped up the other dirt first just to hopefully make things a little better with what we have layered in there. And then the plan is, I don't know if we kind of discussed it, was, so I've got this, I'm going to water it down so it's all nice and good. I did get 3 rows, they're probably way over planted, but we had a lot of seed cutoffs, and if I can get half of them to grow, I'll be good to go. But then these layers of block, what our intentions are is, and I might just go ahead and do that now, is go ahead and get me the second layer, put that up there, and then we don't have any compost. We're just, you know, we tried a couple composting bins. The one in the greenhouse, I don't know, maybe it didn't have enough greenery in it when she built it, but it's not doing anything. Like, we've definitely got some lessons to learn. I think I might try to make, I don't know if anybody watches Holler Homestead, but he does what he calls a chicken tractor on steroids and puts a cage inside of his chicken pen. So go check him out, their channel. We learn a lot from them. So but yeah, so we talked about maybe trying that to get us some compost. I mean, it doesn't do us a lot for right now with us just starting to plant, but if we can get something going, and then you know, maybe use it for some later crops. With a greenhouse, we're hoping to be able to manage our lettuces and stuff that we might be able to winter over in here and keep us into fresh vegetables and stuff like that year round. So I'm gonna water this down. Don't know what's gonna happen. Probably gonna go ahead and just put the second layer of brick on here. Like I said, we're gonna have topsoil, or not topsoil, but probably compost stuff brought in. Get us a big pile of it, because we're gonna have to do a lot of raised beds around here, and I just don't have enough soil. I mean, I can scrape up what I can, but it's hard getting just the topsoil off the top and not bringing up any of the clay, which the clay doesn't necessarily hurt it in the bottom. We might use some of that stuff for the bottom of our raised beds, but that's kind of the plan. Chickens are chickens are out and happy. They're just roaming around. Glad it's not raining today too. And roosters just playing protective. They always like to huddle down in one corner, so yeah. All right, on to whatever's next. I don't know. I'll let you know when I figure that out. Okay, so I hadn't started recording yet because, well, you can only watch me think for so long and then it becomes click next. I gotta finish getting this house wrap off, get that window out, get my marks made, so just thought I'd update you. We got the header up. Jake joined me. He got done playing race car driver, so now he's down playing in the mud. Went ahead and doubled this up. I don't know how much of the time lapse it got. Put me a cross beam, so this is gonna be just a cased opening. It's like 40 inches. I still got to do some subfloor down there, and then we're gonna have to do a custom transition because the two floors do not meet evenly. But I went ahead and doubled this 2x4 up so that it's, you know, holding that wall up pretty good. My gap here is a little over the 24 inches that everything else is, so I figured if I doubled that, then we would be good. And then this cross beam just made me feel better, but it's nailed to that frame. So we're got this up, and we're gonna try to cut a 4-degree angle on these things. That's what it sounds like anyways. Good luck. So, okay. That's how we want to cut it, right? Did it give up the ghost? What? Oh no, it popped the breaker on that thing. Okay, so we Jake come out just in time. So if you look above me, there are our roof rafters.
All 500 pounds of them.
Yeah, they are not light to get up there. We only cut this one end so far. I was gonna go ahead and pre-cut these ends, but then I figured it would probably cause me issues later. So the plan right now is they're hanging off probably like 4 feet, but I'm gonna end up marking and then we'll cut it. Of course, I'm gonna wait till Mama gets back home and get confirmation, but I think we had talked about it and we were gonna do about a 12, maybe 18 inch overhang from here. That way when the sliding glass door, if I can get back in here, the slider will be here and our table's going to be in this corner, being able to look out that window and this goes out to the deck. So we want to be able to try to keep as much of that light, the natural light coming in, and we're afraid if we leave too much of an overhang here. Now, we're not saying that we may not cover the whole porch later on, but for right now, we want the natural light. And if we do cover the porch, we decide to do a covered porch, it's going to end up getting the clear roofing stuff. I don't know what it's called, but it'll actually get clear panels so that we can still get all the natural light in, because we don't want to make it dark and dingy. But yeah, that's all framed in. We're good to go up there, and I think that's going to be it for today. Yeah, we'll see you tomorrow morning. Later. Well, good morning from the ridge. I could sit here and listen to that all day, but then I don't get anything done. So we gonna get going. It's decently early this morning. Got up and around, as you can hear the rooster in the background. He's already doing his job. They come rushing out of that coop every morning. It's pretty cool. But baby chicks are doing good. We checked on, had a few more sprouts pop up overnight, so that's pretty exciting. I'm gonna go ahead. The soil on them still pretty damp. I'm gonna wait a little while, start getting some of the stuff around I need this morning. Job for today is get this closed in. Won't be able to get as far as the metal, but that's supposed to be in tomorrow. So if I can have everything done and ready to be able to just get the metal on it, that'd be perfect. So I'm gonna go ahead and use the forks of the tractor, and you know, that's quite a distance from down there all the way up to there. So I'll go ahead and use the tractor fork since I got them, and lift that up to where all I gotta do is pull them from up there, and I'll start probably with that side since it'll be closer to where the tractor is. Put my boards on. Super excited to get that done and see what it looks like. It's definitely been a thought and something we've been excited about getting done, so I hope it comes out as good as we imagined it. I'm sure it will. So I'm hoping to get the roof on, get a house wrapped, have this thing kind of buttoned up, so if we do get some more rain, I don't get anything else wet. I did notice that I had ripped a piece off down there, and then some of this got wet, but I kind of pulled it back and all the wood's dry, the insulation's dry. I checked that this morning. I still need to get a filler piece for there, and then we'll have to do a custom transition because it goes in like 17 different angles. So that's fun. But all right, well, time to shut my jap and get to work. Jeez, slacker. Okay, so might end up getting a little loud, but wanted a little bit better, different video. So we use the forks, go over there and pick up my pile of wood. Take it along, see how it works. that's maxed out at that height. I should be able to get them from there. Yeah, of course, sun's washing everything out, but I got about as close as I could get with seeing it, but that's not a far reach, so I should be good. We're gonna try to get one up. Well, try to get them all up, but I'm gonna start with one and see exactly what my process is gonna be. I want to start from up here and then work my way out to the edge. And like I said, I hadn't cut off the ends yet, but I did discover last night upon talking to Mama that the metal I ordered was only 14 foot, so I have to cut those off. But I think what I'm gonna do is go ahead and put these up, and then wherever they lie, I can use that as my reference to where I cut those off at. So it should come out good. So I'll set this up to have you all supervise me. All right. Okay, so roof decking is on. Yeah, these are the sides. Most of these I didn't plane because it's going to be up here and it'll be covered, but I did plane the under half. Like I said, we've got to cut those tails off yet because we don't want it to block the view, but I think it turned out pretty dang well. Nice solid roof. So pretty cool. I'm gonna go ahead and jump down. There's my exit route now because, well, the ladder's under there, but I did think about it. It was a little smart, and I put the ladder over there inside the loft because I knew when I was done, if I left it underneath, how am I getting down? So at least I thought that far ahead. Shocker. But just loving this view. Just awesome. All right, we'll see you. Well, here we go. But that gap right there, I don't think I'm gonna waste the insulation of cutting the little strips to go in there, because that's already beyond, I mean, the wall's back here, so that's already beyond and over the eave. And I just don't see any sense in it being on the eave. It'll be fine. So now all I gotta do is, I think I'm gonna go get the chainsaw. I got a couple new chains because this tree has got to go. I'm done fighting branches and everything else. We talked about it. It's gonna go anyway, so today's the day. And then that'll allow me to be able to bring the tractor around, get up into the bucket to be able to nip all these off where they need to be. That's all we got. So go find a house wrap and get it stapled on and be good to go. See you. It's house wrapped up there, so that's all sealed off. Should be getting the metal tomorrow. And then went ahead and do this without going to my knees in mud. Went ahead and got the tree out of there. That looks a lot gooder already. So, but Mama messaged and there's some cabinets she wants me to go get. So I'm gonna get things cleaned up here, make sure my tools are put up and under cover, and we will go get them cabinets. So I don't know what else we'll have today. But if not, that's what we got for today. And like I said, I'll get the metal. We'll have the metal for this and the metal to be able to put Jake's cabin. Got to get that metal on there yet. We've got some of it, but we're gonna mix match because we didn't have enough used stuff. So it's gonna get some new, some used, but then all the trim and stuff too. So, but looking pretty good. Like I said, I still need to lop those off, but I mean, they look really cool, but my metal's not long enough to keep them. So figure out how I'm gonna lop them off. And there is a little bit of the roof board. Them boards weren't perfectly square, I guess. So it did walk out a little bit. It got a little long on the far end, but not the end of the world. I got my saw, so we'll get her cut. But all right, well, we'll see you on the next one. I don't know when that'll be, but we'll see you.